goodness.
Give it up one more time for EG, everybody. A legendary moment. Let's get into this. First, let's talk. Actually, I want to start off with the mastermind, the brain trust, a legend, my good friend, Potter. You started this season off and everyone doubted you, but you believed. I remember talking to you at Lock-In. You believed, you still believed, and now you're here. You are a world champion.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It feels pretty good. It feels pretty good. Yeah, GB, you were there when I was screaming it from the rooftops that this motherfucker, this kid right here, and this kid, we're gonna be the best players in NA. I have two of the best initiators, the best Sentinel, the best Rays, and the best Jet right here.
Right. World champions. Let's talk to the IGL. Boostio, my man.
Yeah, my teammates are some of the best players in the world. They're some of my greatest friends. I love them to death. I wouldn't rather win it with anyone else. This has been the year of a lifetime, and I'm just so thankful for everyone, the fans, my friends, family. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. We wouldn't be here without you guys.
Oh, it's definitely the mindset. When I saw that double duelist, it reminded me of Demon1 playing Split.
Yeah.
I was the only duelist at the time right now for Map Lotus. So I just knew I had to make all the plays and do the big plays. And I got that dog in me, so I'm gonna make sure I get those plays right every single time.
That's right. And then, of course, the silent assassin. The man who rarely smiles, but right now is smiling a big old grin. It's Ethan.
Oh yeah, I couldn't have picked a better group of guys. I love them.
Yeah.
I love them.
This guy's trying to blow my ears out. He talks for you, talk for him. That's
Thank you.
And then,
I mean, every day just making sure I gave it my 100%, always like my family taught me. Just always give it 100%, and I just want to say I did this for my grandfather. I finally did it.
Damn right. And last but certainly not least,
Demon1.
Thank you, Boosty. Thank you. Demon1, when you came into this team, I remember seeing the conversation online, and there were question marks. People were unsure. They were like, wait, who is this guy? Why is he on this team? Is this just a meme? They weren't sure. And then you start playing, and then you start shutting people up. I mean, was that it? Was that your motivation the whole time? Like the moment you got on this team, you just want to prove everyone wrong?
Oh yeah, fuck the haters. Respect my fucking name. I'm the best player in this game.
Best player!
You know what? He's a champion. We'll give him that one. We'll give him that one. Hey, you know what, Boosty? We'll go to you since you're in the IGL. Is this the start of an EvilGeniuses dynasty?
Absolutely.
Absolutely?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well,
Absolutely.
I don't think there's anything left to say besides give it up one more time for your world champions, EvilGeniuses!
I can't pick just one. I think the MVP has to be Corbin. It has to be Calm. Being a role player and being a player that sacrifices day in and day out in order to make your teammates succeed and teeing up in order to make sure the round closes out and it's a W round. It takes a lot more than just mechanical skill. And Corbin has, no matter whether we're winning or losing, has stuck to his role. So I think it was only a matter of time, especially in this tournament, to be able to showcase all of that skill. So it's got to be Corbin. It's got to be Calm.
I'd probably have to say Demon1.
Yeah, I would say PRX right now. He's like the best player in the world.
Like, it's so hard to get kills on an international stage against the best players in the world, and he just pumps out. Like, it's kind of hard to give anyone else MVP. Like, Ethan's the best support player in the world, but like, even if he gets 1,000 assists, is it better than Demon1 killing 3 people around? It's like a mid laner in League of Legends that just hard carries. It's very hard to like dispute if Demon1's the MVP or not. I would probably give it to Demon1.
I'd have to give it to, I think both. I think Corbin and Demon1. Corbin's definitely like most improved, I say.
Yeah.
I think Max kind of came in already insane, so I don't want to give that to him.
True.
But
That's good. That's a good answer.
Corbin most improved for sure.
Thank you, man.
Got you, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yesterday, I was asked about what I want to be remembered for, or what this team should be remembered for. And we've had a lot of fun this year, poking the fire and being villains and creating all sorts of narratives that we wanted for fun. But, one thing that I want to be remembered for is the hard work that we put in. Like I said, these guys, we had to do a lot to get to this point. We had to sacrifice a lot. We had to go through a lot together. So I'm so proud. I did not expect this at all this year. I was asked earlier this year as well if I saw us winning. It's just such a dream. It just seems so far away. So this is pretty incredible.
I think honestly, it was just kind of like just reps. Like we played that first series and we knew exactly, they're pretty readable, to be honest, as a team. They're very good. One of the best teams in the world, of course, but they are pretty readable. So just kind of getting 3 maps on them and just, OT and long games, it kind of just felt a lot easier this time around. Like all the players kind of didn't feel the pressure that they were doing the first series. So I think that's why, to be honest.
What goes on in your head during those moments when you're hitting those sorts of shots?
I don't know, just one tap them.
He doesn't think. He doesn't think. I promise you. He has the best aim in the world, but he thinks. But like in those moments, no, he's just going to shit on everyone.
You're currently considered by many the best player in the world. What message would you give to those who aspire to follow in your footsteps in the competitive world of Valorant and achieve what you have achieved?
You can't.
Boom.
Oh, wow.
Just loads of confidence, and he always kind of knows what he wants. There's no second guessing. So like as a support player for that kind of player, it's very easy. If he has that confidence in himself, then I do too. So he makes it easy for me.
Yeah, I definitely have burnout. Absolutely. Pretty thankful the season's over. Thank God we won. But when you're mid-tournament like this, burnout doesn't feel that bad because you're just like competing. But like definitely like after Tokyo and we're like 2 weeks into scrims and we're 2 weeks away from champs, it's like, holy fuck, I don't want to be here. But during the tournament, it's like, fuck, dude, I would much rather play that best of 5 yesterday because more impressions, more followers on Twitter, playing the game in front of fans. It was really sick playing yesterday and today, and it's just been really fun.
All year long, we've been talking about Demon1 and his pure just raw mechanical skill. And that's the reason why we were successful. So I'm gonna change it up, and I'm gonna say it's because of our initiators. We've got 2 of the best ones in the world. And the communications that are coming through and the info that we get because these 2 players are so capable is incredible. And they definitely tee us up to be able to play the kinds of rounds that we do. Having a player who is as selfless as Jogimo, who will always ride or die for you and always take all the aggro, that in itself is extremely hard. That's Jaw right here. And for Boostio, I don't even know if he ever had a wrong read this whole tournament. So already after a year and a half of being in IGL, he's now the top IGL in NA. I think we can say with confidence. So there's a lot of key things that have made us successful, but I would say the 2 initiators on this team with the best raise in NA is what made us really good this year.
Best raise world.
Best you.
You can say that now, John.
Yeah. Best raise world now?
You're a world champion, buddy. I went through Open Division, which is like tier 3 in Overwatch. I did that like 3 or 4 times. I qualified to contenders every season. And then I joined my first pro team back in 2019, and I made a solid $900 a month, which is piss. It is literally nothing. And to come today to win $1 million prize pool, to be with some of the greats like Ethan, and to just win with this squad is definitely something I would never have thought of back when I was a 18-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid playing in Open Division. So I'm on top of the world right now.
My question for the team is, what are your favorite animes? And have you realized that you all sure are like Blue Lock, even with the blue jerseys and the reserve roster and everything?
All right. So for anime, I'm by far the biggest weeb out of the bunch. I saw Aspass's press conference and it was just sad. He picked terrible anime. So I'll make sure that's not bad. For anime, Hunter x Hunter, one of the best. And then for manga, One Piece is the best and Kingdom. And that's all you need to know.
I would say Blue Lock is definitely one of my favorites. Hunter x Hunter is a great one. And then after that, I've been watching a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen. If you look at my Twitter too, I've been posting GIFs of Jujutsu Kaisen.
There was a lot of different things that the reserve roster helped us on, but mainly it was just the reps. There were a lot of meetings that Tony, me, and Zach took in order to try to set up what our practice would look like that week. There's no really big secrets. We would copy the composition that we expected to play that week, take 1 or 2 interesting set pieces that they may or may not have, and then just run through it consistently. And the biggest thing about it was just to get these guys to call out the proper util that's coming their way so that we get the proper info. Like Boosie said earlier, when we were facing PRX the first time around, all these new compositions, all these new agents that we're just not used to scrimming versus or playing matches versus, those were the reps that was the most important, so that the communication coming through was the right kind. Yeah. But other than that, there's not really big secrets. It was just a lot of work coming through for all of these guys. I get asked quite often what advice I would give, and that would be to risk it, take risks, go out there and fail. In my career, there was a lot of moments where I was afraid of failure. You know, you have to just take risks, especially when you're young. You have to take risks and you have to go out there and fail. So just do it.
EvilGeniuses, congratulations on your victory.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.